Hello, everyone, and welcome to 2018. New year, lots of fun. Hopefully, we'll be able to continue more of what I've been doing for the past few years now. I've had a lot of fun with it. I'm starting to, I feel like a little bit more professional direction. I don't just upload whenever. Granted, I don't upload a lot, but when I upload, I try to make it more quality videos, which is kind of what this segment or this video is about. Week 3 is not out this week. It'll be out next week because I've been waiting on my order from Pick-A-Brick online. It just shipped the other day, so hopefully it'll be here by Wednesday at the latest. So I'm giving it a week to get here about. So when that comes in, we'll be able to have week 3 out next Friday. But for this Friday, today, I'm going over what my plans are for 2018 because you guys should know it because you're following me. You should know what I'm doing. I will post this announcement also on Instagram, but we're going to do it here for right now, kind of the bulk of it. For starters, we do have Building Viral Blade Ridge, my first building series. We're already 2 weeks in, week 3 coming up. That's going to continue. Since it is a little smaller and it's progressing, I mean, once I get the parts in, we'll figure out how much it'll progress from there. But seeing it as less than 20 segments, I'm seeing it more around 10, somewhere between 10 and 15 segments. And that's not including the final. I'll have the final segment where we get everything together, but then I'll have, obviously, the final mock review, which won't be a segment. But, so I'm looking at that between somewhere 10 and 15, hopefully finishing that up. Oop, bumped the table. Finishing that up really soon. Oh, my phone turned off, sorry. I have everything that I want to talk about on my phone. With this building series, it seems like it's going pretty well. Obviously, the mocks are going to get a lot more views. The final products will get a lot more views. But if this building series goes over really well, I've already had a second one lined up. That announcement will come later on. But it's something we kind of, to give it away a little bit without saying it is, we've seen it in Star Wars Rebels, and we've seen it in unfinished episodes of the Clone Wars. So that pretty much, I think, gives it away. If you're a big Star Wars fan, you'll know what I'm talking about. Otherwise, I'll get to it, the official announcement later on. That'll come after kind of a video talking about how people felt about this building series, and then if they want me to do another one, I guess that's the word I'm looking for. Alongside the the building series, this one, Building Viral Blade Ridge, and possibly the second one, I want to get more mocks out to you guys. I got a lot more. I got a couple more planned. I got one kind of time the First Order planned. I got one for the Empire planned. I got one for even during the Clone Wars, another one planned outside of the next possible building series. But what was I going to say? But, I know mocks should be more prevalent on this channel, even though they're not. Reason being is obviously that last one took me way too long, I'll be honest. But with the parts now at my disposal, with a job, I can obtain parts quicker and stuff like that. So with luck, I'll be getting a lot more mocks out across all eras of Star Wars because we love all eras. I love all eras. I know, you can say which area you like, you don't like, but overall, you'll be happy to see a mock from either area. Alongside mocks, I want to talk about Brick Worlds, such as Brick World Chicago and Brick World Michigan. Those will be the only two I'd ever attend. I've had a couple people on Instagram try to convince me to go to CanCon, so that's like a Canadian version of Brick World. Or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But it's a LEGO event. Now, whether I go to that event and I display or I go to that event and I just hang out, I'm not sure. But that's something. With Viral Blade Ridge, it is designed to be portable. Brick World Chicago is in June, and Brick World Michigan, I think's not until next September again. So there's a chance I could be taking these mocks with this mock to that Brick World Chicago. I just have to. I just got to get in the understanding of how to sign up for it. That's all I really got to do. And there's a chance that I will go this year as a displayer, not as a viewer. No matter what, from now on, I am going to Chicago and to Michigan at least as viewers. As a viewer, just a patron to walk around. But I'll always be there, like I said, when I'm walking around, or if I end up displaying, which hopefully displaying happens this year, whether it's Chicago or Michigan. The other thing I wanted to talk about are some more small mocks I have. Recently, that's what's been coming out, just because that's all the amounts of parts I have at my disposal to make a quality mock. I had another one I posted on my Instagram a few weeks back. It was kind of based off Project Resurrection, the extension to the Battlefront 2 campaign. Comment below if you want me to release more of those. I have one right now. Maybe at the end of the video I'll post one or two pictures of that mock so you can kind of see what I'm talking about, and if you want like a full slideshow of that mock, again, comment down below. Something else I'm working on that's not necessarily like your standard mocks. When most people think of mocks, they think of large battlefields, large bases, but I am working on a custom Imperial light cruiser. Not the best one out there, but definitely taking my time to do it. Let me know if you want to see updates on that. No matter what they'll be, if I think it looks good, I'm going to do a final review over it. There won't be a how-to on how to build it, but updates, if you want to see updates on that, I could do that as well, just to get a little bit more content out here. That is an option. Again, maybe at the end of the video, I'll slap a picture of that on at the end as well. Just because I haven't, with my editing software, I haven't figured out how to talk over photos yet. I got to get different editing software. To that point, also, I'm not as high-tech with editing as probably a lot of you think I am. But that is an option. Would you like to see the light cruiser appear here more than just its final look, or would you like to see maybe an update or two? It won't be anything like the building series, maybe 1 or 2 updates, 3 max, just because I don't work on it that much. I kind of got a huge leap into it, and then I kind of stopped. But if you'd like to see that, let me know. Final 2 points, halls and armies. So halls, every time I get a large Lego haul, if it's not going to be dedicated for the building series, I'm going to try to do it separately. If it's dedicated for the building series, you'll see it in the segment that it arrived for or to be a part of or used in, whatever works best. But that's how the building series hauls will come in. Other hauls, I want to say, unless they're the Clone Army custom ones, which are only 1 or 2 figures, I want to say if they're less than 3 figures, I probably won't make a video. So more 4 or 5 figures, maybe I'll do a haul. Or obviously if I go out and buy 6 cups from the store or something like that. But hauls, I want to do more of them, but I don't want them to be what they've done in the past. Now, with trades are different because you give the other person a shout out when it comes in. But I don't want to do those small hauls anymore. Obviously, if I go to the Lego store and I buy 2 or 3 big sets, or the new sets come out, of the next lineup, and I get 2 of the big ones right away, something like that. But I want to do more hauls, but I don't want them to be disappointing. So we'll see how that goes. And finally, to kind of end off this video, because I don't want it to take too long, but I just want to cover everything I want to cover for the idea of 2018, is my Lego armies. I've done the Clone Army for the past, I think, almost 5 years now, or 4 or 5 years now. I've done the Imperial Army, I want to say, for 2 or 3 years, and the First Order Army for 2 years. I want to say the Imperial Army's also been 2 years. So those 3 armies are kind of the big ones I feature. Let me know if you want to see the other armies, or what armies you want to see this year, if any at all. I know clones, even though we all love the Clone Wars, clone sets have kind of gone out of fashion, except for the Republic fighter tank. Let me know if you want me to do another clone army video. Otherwise, I might just start doing a Clone Army Customs update video, or Clone Army Customs army video, to where, since that's the only real aspect of my Clone Army I can see growing, except for a few figures here and there, I think that's more appropriate. But you let me know if you still want to see the full Clone Army. We're still getting Imperial stuff, and we're still getting First Order stuff, so those armies will probably stay pretty consistent, I want to say. But the ones I didn't do for 2017, such as the Rebel Army and the Resistance Army and the Droid, I don't think the Droid's armies made an appearance yet on YouTube. Sorry guys, the camera cut out, so I can only record 10 minutes at a time on my camera, and being in front of the camera, I can't see how long I've been talking. So I'll try to wrap up this next bit a lot quicker, but because that is the bulk. I had, almost 10 points on here, so say a point a minute, we'll say. But, the droid army has never made the appearance, so that is an option. But also alongside those big armies, like my micro armies, like my Mandalorian army, or Death Watch army, my Wookiee army, my Naboo Guard, or other stuff like that. If you want to see those as well, let me know. And those would be slideshows more or less. I want to sit down and talk about them, but it would be more, the micro armies would be like a slideshow. I put however many of the micro armies I do, I just put it all in one video, just a slideshow, maybe 3 photos from each army, and that's that. But that would include vehicles from them. So like I think Geonosian army would be one of them, Wookiee army, and a Gungan army. I think that was the other one I was thinking about. So like if there are any vehicles to go along with those characters, I put those in there. But nothing, pretty much anything that's under 20 figures, something like that. Let me know if you want me to do that video as well. Otherwise, that wraps it up for my views for 2018. I know it's kind of a long video, but it does take the place of building Viral Blade Ridge Week 3, which will be coming next weekend, I promise. Whether that order gets here or not, that will be coming out. Whether it's just me, it will be a shorter segment if that doesn't come out, but a few other things to talk about in that segment. Otherwise, guys, thanks for staying for about 15 minutes. It did take longer than I wanted to get out, but I wanted to let you know what I'm thinking for 2018. If you have any suggestions, please comment them down below. If you want to see any of those mini mocks again, as I was doing before, let me know. Otherwise, guys, have a great day or night wherever you're at, and I'll see you guys in my next video.